Hello, we are back with more Phoenix Wright. This should be the last case, but of course, I don't know. Depends on if it decides to be the last one. Trials and Tribulations. Because last time we had a secret extra one. Oh, not fitting. It is fitting, actually. It's just weird. Alright, so this is about the, treasured Korean village heirloom. This was a long introduction, I actually remember. So we're watching this again. The seven-branched sword. The sacred sword represents life itself. I can't choose how fast this goes, unfortunately. Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choice is limitless. Like our destinies, the sword comes to but one end, one merciless point. So it's all coming to one place, right? They're all interconnected. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this world, is severed, the illusion is revealed, and the implacability of fate is finally laid bare. So, who is it they killed? I'm guessing it's supposed to be someone dramatic. Two. Okay. Hey, Nick. Yeah, what is it? You know how I've got spiritual powers unlike you? Okay. I don't keep my powers sharp, they get dull. I guess so. Curly, you're up. That's why we need to go on a special spiritual hotspot tour, Mr. Nick. That my ex-girlfriend? I'm lost. What's the magazine shoving in my face? Oh, cult. Winter spiritual location specials. Aha, occult. Maximize your spiritual power with just one night of intensive training. Too good to be true. More like scam. Azakura Temple. Over the mountains. Perfect for training. Famous channeling dojo. Hard for even real spirit mediums like us to make reservations up there. I've already made a special reservation. The special reservation is just for us. How did she do it? Special course? But we don't have a case right now. Start packing your stuff. Why do I have to go? What am I doing there? Why do I have to go? Yeah. Someone over 20? How old is she? She's like 19 now? Yeah. I found out she was 27 when she died. I checked the first game. Their heated pool. You can stand under a freezing waterfall. I think I'll pass. I hate cold places. Look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful? What is it? Did he notice the magazine? Yeah. How is she not in jail? This nun. Is she a friend of yours or something? She was very found guilty. My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. Honor for me to be here in your noble presence. How can any woman count on you for anything? You disgust me. It can't be. She was found guilty and should still be in prison. I'll go. You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, right? Dahlia Hawthorne. No way she could possibly be at the temple. Can't you check the prison? Just had to see for myself who this nun really was. It's cold here. Maybe it's a mountain that you shouldn't go to in the winter. It's supposed to be cold. It's training. Famous temple. How is she not cold? well. How nice to see you. Welcome to our temple. Thank you for coming all the way. Come now. You must be cold. We're high in the mountain, and after all, please follow me inside. Head nun here is Bikini. That's right. That's my temple name. What do you think? We should have one, and I wanted something that had a nice image to it, so I thought, why not choose a bikini? Besides, it makes me seem younger. Quite brave considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. So she's fully being like, young people are so reckless with your health. I'm going to maybe kill you. Take it easy. We can come back another day. Summer for supper. What's a channeling dojo anyway? Got it. Okay, I should let it go because it keeps skipping automatically. Bikini sister. Spiritual power training ground. Spiritual holy items to help people boost their spiritual power. I can't read right now. Power seems to envelop you. Hello, Buck Sunny. Incredibly devoted to be interested at such a young age. You sit on a block of spirit ice and chant a spell 30,000 times, all while being showered in freezing cold spirit water. It seems like it's trying to kill people. It's February now. Why did we go now? Catch pneumonia or even die of hypothermia. How am I supposed to be careful? Maybe! This is a bad idea. Maybe we could just leave. Let's picture. Look at that. I must say I look rather divine here, don't you think? Iris, help me out. The cute little girl in the photo. Looks just like me, doesn't she? Small temple, so she and I run the entire place. Tried to cut in, but this Iris, where is she right now? Come all the way here to find a girlfriend, have you? That's not what I'd mind at all. In the inner temple preparing for this evening. Back this evening, why don't you have a look at the main hall for now? Nope. Suspension bridge! I don't like the idea of Dahlia being so close to a suspension bridge. Awesome gate. I'm gonna put your hometown to shame, Maya. Eesh. This spit rundown. If they could actually channel people and then take over their spirits and morph into that dead person, they would not be losing business. I can't imagine. The fact that it's fully real. Snow motorcycles. Snowblow meal. Better than invite Desiree. Main hall where we will be staying. How long are we staying here? Hot water bottle. Why are you gonna be outside? Little bell tower. Bell tower, the sound of money. I'll take money for the win. What are you apologizing for? Okay, I guess that's it for now. Okay, nope. Too much for the no. God damn. Like, in a game where you have to just kind of try things, too goddamn much. Look at this broken down old bridge, Nick. Big canyon below us. River down there. Looks like it's flowing real fast. What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Not good with heights. Face your fears and try hurling yourself off the edge, you know. Just jump in the river. Kill yourself. Death is a real way to a good way to overcome phobias. Dusty Bridge. Dusky. Direction. Wooden staircase that goes to the bottom of the canyon. Graffiti is a crime. Dusky. Take a look at that bridge and tell me it's not supposed to be dusty. I'm gonna fix it. Give me a pencil. Oh my god. Oh my god, is this phone? Like phone here. Like a 20-minute walk. Why don't we hop across the bridge? 20 months! Oh god!
What's up? Oh god.
What do you mean? Amazing. Try to find a cute, fluffy little bunny and test your theory. What happened in my life to get here? Great things. Amazing things. 20 yards. That's what I'll be training tonight. 30 minutes away, sitting on ice, getting ice water dumped on you, and then you have to somehow get 30 minutes back. Okay, so I didn't... Is this still the main gate? Oh. Oh, main hall. Okay, that's where I didn't go. The main hall. I think it's even colder in here. There's clearly candles. It should physically be impossible to be colder in here. I swear to God, if my future self invented time travel and didn't use to go back in time to make sure that don't click on your stream, he fucked up. Clearly, that is not the case, because in a future of time travel, your future self did not bother to come back at all. So it was the right decision. Or it was like that thing from Family Guy where they just keep stopping each other repeatedly. And you just have to wait. Or it's like time travel where there is a version of yourself that went back, but it made a different timeline. And so you're stuck in the worst timeline, apparently. I guess it's powers for tonight. Sitting around eating rice and gruel all the time. I mean, from what I know about Chinese monks, you're not supposed to eat meat. This is the dark timeline confirmed. Justice League Dark. Sigma is right. I have their mashed potatoes. Who are you? Wait, there's not even supposed to be a third person. They said she said it's only me and that other chick. Who are you? Like a 6.8 out of 10 on the reading scale. I'm ready for the special course. I'm your Miss Elise Donim? Donim? Dunim? Pearl Faye. I'm your biggest fan. Zvari, a fortune teller? I've got all your books, Miss Donim. What a sweet thing to call me, or please say Elise. Books. You don't know anything, you don't even know. Okay, Pearl, you gotta stop harassing me. Maya also doesn't know who the hell this is. God, Pearl's, like, not that cute or nice enough for me to be like, oh, it's such a cute little child. An author, maybe? Of picture books. I don't really enjoy picture books. Take no offense to that. Simple stories for children. Your books always make me feel as if my heart has been purified. Kind, sensitive lady. So she must have died. Magic bottle. Someone dies, apparently, to the sword. It must be her, because she's the only one that would fit the bill. Thank you so much to make it into a book. It's been a really great story. Then you can secretly send it to a publisher for me. Apprenticeship. Larice Donim. Doing some landscape sketches now. First report. Would you come here to do spiritual training? Gather materials for a new book I'm working on. A more Japanese feel to it this time. Are you dressed like that? I'll disappoint them. You're dressed up like a mountain nun. Kind enough to let me borrow this. I'm wearing training clothes underneath my robes as well. You like the crystal sphere? It's real amethyst, you know. That'd be huge. That's pretty big amethyst. You'll find one like that on the mountain. Good luck, Nick. I know you'll find me one. Hard pass. You can fully suck it. Help with the dinner preparations. Would you like to help too, Pearl? Good. Go. Go. Leave. Bye. No, it's fine. Please don't worry about it. Feel free to relax and explore the area with your friend. Please take this. I think it will be of help to use a map. Okay. So the inner temple's on the other side of the bridge. Got it. Take this chance to check out the other temple. See you two later then. Remember, you're not allowed to fight. Come on, let's go. We'll at least stay warm if we keep moving. A giant Magatama. I can see Cyclops with the tiny Magatama I've got. I can only imagine what kind of power this bad boy has under his hood. An altar, looks a bit old. Good job taking care of it. Seeing the one in Korean Village. Really do have something to do with spiritual power. Stack of straw. Zaibuton cushions. Enza. All these new things. Straw cushions range about Brazier. Old Japanese movie on TV. Hibachi. Probably freeze to death. It should be warmer in here than outside. I cannot even imagine. Instructions for spiritual channeling. I cannot speak today. I cannot. I can't read these walls. Anything else? I think we're good. Where did Sister Bikini go? Into the inner temple to help that other nun out? Iris? Yeah, that was it. Scared what I'll find. Weird examined here, though. I guess back to the bridge. No? Oh, we can go to the inner temple. Okay, good. We crossed it then. That bridge was shaking like jello in an earthquake. At least half of the wood of that rickety bridge was rotting, I bet. They should probably fix that. Not to mention the last part only had like one board left on it. What's wrong with you? Your face is all green. Can you not pick on me for a second? Get over the shock that we made it safely across that death trap. Yikes, that temple's in bad shape. It looks like it could collapse at any time. Maybe we can't even see it. Really, were you gonna train tonight? Aspie, it's kind of creepy around here, like a ghost might jump out at you or something. Spirit medium afraid of ghosts. Inner temple up ahead, kind of run down. Wouldn't look like a temple if it's all bright and shiny. Adjusted powers, if that roast is ready yet. Train at midnight in the middle of February on a piece of ice while getting ice water dumped on you. Inner temple. What's the point of a sign if you can't read it? A half-open gate. No entry. Those are made to be broken. You expect a lawyer to go along with that? You're such an old lady sometimes. Let's just go. Mr. Bikini puts a curse on you. Neat Buddha statues. I'll take one home with me. So many, they wouldn't notice if I took one. Of course they'll notice, there's like 7. What are you gonna do with one of those anyway? Where did that wooden statue come from anyway? Do we have a wooden statue and I've just never noticed? Suspended by 4 of these wires. It looks like that wire is not attached to Dick. Really thin. Shouldn't they be a little thicker? Pretty sure the boards would break before these wires ever did. You're turning overripe avocado again. Green and brown? Is that possible? There's a giant robot buried in the snow. I think it's an incinerator. Another incinerator? You have an incinerator in the Korean village. Sometimes the, like, not knowing things is ridiculous. Like, fully, Korean village has an incinerator. That we saw. I don't care how much you pay me, I don't want to cross that bridge again. You have to leave. No one's offering you any money. How a popsicle sticks a bridge! I have no choice but to cross it again. Maybe I'll just stay. I've always dreamed of living in a little shack in the woods. I think that's it. Okay, slide. And back and move. Training hall. Why is it so oddly angled? Look at this place. Tiny, cold, a freezing cold room. This is where you're both be training, huh? What do you mean both? I'm the only one. But I thought, really just a little kid. She couldn't handle this kind of intense training. The real training room must be behind that door over there. Even I can sense that there's something supernatural about the cavern behind that door. Doesn't have the dolly eyes, though. I don't see Dolly in here. Who are you? You're... Hi there. We're just looking around since we're going to stay here tonight. Something wrong? No, it's nothing. I wonder why she's spaced out like that, don't you, Nick? Did you see something? Oh, you too, Nick. My name is Iris. I'm one of the nuns here at this temple. And my fate, it's a pleasure to meet you. Pleasure's mine. Oh, please excuse me. I have some, chores to attend to. She killed 3 different people. She has killed enough people to be considered a serial killer. She sure is beautiful and a bit spacey, I guess. Just not used to talking with urban sophisticates like us. Can't be, but... This antique dresser, I wonder if there's anything valuable inside. Nothing, just a bunch of clothes. Iris, I bet you've been bitten by the love bug, Nick. Hell, Maya, technically. Musty looking blankets and bedding. All the spiritual trainings are under the supervision of a nun. Planning to sleep in here while I train. What's the point of having? There's a point. There's a point. This is like 20 to 25 minutes away from the actual temple, so of course there's a point. I wonder what it's like. Hooey, it's locked. You know you want to open it for me. I can't. I know what it is. Iris. Nick and... Iris and Nick... Okay, he could... Whatever. We're just gonna have to listen to this ignoring stuff. Is that her mother? Why'd you scream like that? This scroll... It's my mother. There it is. What? What? It's Misty Faye, the master of the Korean School of Channeling. Are you sure? Yes, that crest at the top of the scroll. That special mark of the master of our tradition. What is it? It's just that I last saw her over 15 years ago. If it wasn't for that crest, I wouldn't have even known it was her. My own mother, and I can't even recognize her face. She would have been 4. 19 now. 14 or 5? 15 years ago? No, 4. Yeah. My eyes, Mother Misty Faye, not that old. Official mark of the master. Next to the Faye family. Branch family member of the Crane School. Must ask Bikini when I have the chance. Nope. Time to go across the suspension bridge again. We're gonna end up going across it quite a bit, technically. We managed to make it across Dusky Bridge. You feeling alright? What's wrong with you? Ever since we met Sister Iris at the training hall, you've been really quiet. Sorry. Hey, you wait up. Think he's yelling at us? He must be. Who's this? The husband? Would you mind moving? You're standing right in my way. No! No! Wait a minute. No! I'm Loris Stoneham. He is Larice, but why is it him? What absolute assery happened to get him here? You're Larry, you're still the butts. Shut up. I'm Larice. And I'm just here to do a sketch of Dusky Bridge. It really is our Larry. Now I get why he's pretending to be someone else. What? So much impersonation here. So much alternative identities. I just want to start over again with a clean slate. Remember, don't you, last time? Mask case. After that, I started to realize I didn't like this guy known as Larry Butts. That's when I came across it, the Book of Destiny. The Magic Bottle by Miss Elise Stoneham. So beautiful, smooth, and so gentle. My heart felt cleansed. I was saved. Buy a copy of the Magic Bottle. This is the same song that sounds like it's just freaking out in the middle. Yes? Okay. Let's get you in a better position. Thank you. Alright, wow, Larry would make a great book salesman. I really want to get that book now, too. She's the most wonderful person. I follow her anywhere. Follow her here. God, this song is so wild. Very elegant lady. That's a beautiful photo. Want a copy, don't you? It's okay, I just happened to have made extra prints. Still, it's kind of hard to imagine you as a picture book illustrator. You must have some kind of ulterior motive, right? I don't trust anyone anymore, especially not women. Bad case of denial. Can you even draw well enough to make a picture book? It's about having a pure heart. That's why I'm asking. Can you draw well enough to make a whole book? Absolutely dunking. Now that you mention it, I wonder. Felt some doubt in your heart. But when I first saw her, I felt it. Something inside me ended and something else began. Sounds like you've fallen in love with Miss Elise Doman. Alright, so 25. Reminds me so much of her. If she's gonna react like that, she clearly goddamn recognizes you. Like, goddamn. She was 27 when she died. I mean, she was, only 2 years in Nova now, but 23 in the first game, right? So, like 4-year gap. Godot, age something. Who shrouded in mystery seems to know me somehow. And then this is clearly... Oh, that even has earrings. Clearly, her ex-boyfriend that was poisoned. I don't know why he has a weird eye mask thing. He lived, apparently. The other girl... Oh no, it's Iris. Wait, oh, no wait, I want to look at the picture. Bottle magic. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I'm wondering how we're supposed to use it in the future. Let's present the other girl then. Yeah, her, my little Iris. She's really pretty. That girl, she's perfect. She's exactly my type. I wonder if she would model for me. I'm gonna draw a portrait of her. Isn't she a nun? Wait a sec. Didn't you say you're swearing off women? That's right, of course I have. I have basically, but Iris is different. I feel like I still have one chance left at the dream. Hey, Pearly. Dinner preparations are complete. Please come quickly to the main hall. Can't wait to dig in, Pearly. I'm going to go to the inner temple and call Sister Iris. I also want to have a look at where Mystic Maya is going to be training. Don't fall and die. Didn't Iris leave? I would not let her go on that bridge. Why am I stuffed? This kind of training is a battle of endurance. Please don't do anything that might put your health at risk. No pain, no gain, I guess. I'm still worried about you. Let's not dilly-dally, shilly-shally. We must get ready for tonight. Good luck, Maya. Alright, here I go. See you all tomorrow, I guess. Ring the bell at 10 for lights out, alright? Yes, Sister Bikini. After you ring the bell, I want you to come join us at the training hall. I understand, Sister Bikini. Maya and Bikini really seem excited about this training thing tonight. Is Dolly gonna kill a fourth person? What are you going to do tonight? If you'd like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together. But this statue was the crane statue. Do they have another copy or something of Mystic Ami? The same sword? Like, that'd be the only way, right? Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. Would you like to practice reading with me? I'd love to. Oh, she's very nice. What are you gonna do? Just gonna hang out in my room. I can't stand the cold after all. How do you read this? It says gravely. It's kind of a tough word. What about this word? That's another tough one. It says roast. What kind of book is she reading anyway? I'll visit you when I'm done, Miss Elise. Not much to do except head to my room and huddle under the covers, I guess. Then we're gonna hear screaming! 9:12. Whole different type of cold up here in the mountains. Why couldn't the nearest bathroom just be a little closer to my room? Mr. Wright? Yeah! Oh, Miss Doman, are you gonna use the bathroom too? No, but have you seen Pearl? No, not since after dinner. I thought she said she was going to your room. I know, but she never showed up. I'm going to look for her. Excuse me. Woman as mysterious in origin as her last name. The real mysterious one is... Oh, Sister Iris. Good evening. This really mysterious one is this girl. Are you on your way to use the bathroom too, Mr. Wright? Talk to her with her and maybe get some answers. Now the eyes look like Dolly again, and the hair is the same style, but... It must be, right? Your Sister Iris, right? So, why did you come to Hazakura Temple? I don't remember. Ever since I was a small child, the temple has been my home. You've never left? I don't have any family left to take care of me, Sister Bikini. I've come to think of her as my real mother, as it were. You could technically ask Sister Bikini then if she's been here the whole time. Didn't you go to college? And maybe enroll in the Ivy University Literature Department? I've never had an interest in going to a big university like that. My training is all the education I need. I see. But once in a while, when I get the chance, I make a trip to the nearby town. I can use a computer and a cell phone, too. See any psych locks? I guess that means she's not lying. Please don't stare at me like that. What kind of place is this, anyway? I heard it's training for increasing your spiritual power or something like that. I have to admit, it's a whole different world up here. Talking with dead people, who does it help anyway? I hate it. Why stay in a place like this? Something wrong? Ring the bell before lights out? It's almost 10 now. Mr. Wright? That's alright with you. I would like you to have this? This is your hood. It has the power to protect you from evil spirits. Sister Bikini was wearing one of these too. I pray for your safety on this dark, cold night. I'm sorry, but I must bid you good night. Well, you could wear it on your head and be less cold. Yes? Just now, you called me by my name. You said Mr. Wright. How did you know my name? I never introduced myself to you. That's... Mr. Iris, please tell me the truth. You and I... Have we ever met before? Oh. 5 of them! Jesus Christ. It's almost 10. Perhaps we can speak again tomorrow. That is correct, she does know me. Talk with her again tomorrow. Ah! What the? That blood-curdling scream came from... It has to be Miss Doe whatever. Temple courtyard. That scream, I'm not stricken from around here. It's here on the ground. Miss Ocean. Wait, should I just step on something soft? Hey, don't step on my tummy like that. What the hell? What are you doing in the snow? I passed out. What do you think? Forget about that. Hurry up and call the police. Is there even a phone in the main hall? We still get reception up in the mountains. A cell phone? Why didn't I bring a cell phone? Even Iris has a cell phone. I have to use the public phone by Dusky Bridge. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Run as fast as you can. Iris will... Iris will? Better than I thought. That might happen too. The bridge is on fire, Jesus. What are you doing here? What? Mary almost had a heart attack. It's Larice. Oh, please, I'm going to the inner temple. Don't be stupid. The bridge is nothing but a burning wreck right now. Listen to me. There's been a murder here at Hazakura Temple. The murderer might have fled across the bridge. I have to make sure Maya's safe. Please call the police. I've got to go. Get out of my way, Larry. It's too dangerous. Nick, wait. It must have been crazy. I knew how dangerous it was, but I still went for it. Ah! Nick! What is happening? Weakened even more by the fire, the rickety old bridge's plinth snapped and gave way. And as I was swallowed by the internal darkness that surrounded me, a final terrifying scream rose up to pierce the frozen air of that harrowing night. Does Larry call the police? This is a lot of stuff happening at once. This is a lot. Date, time, location. Who could it be at this time of night? Yes? Edgeworth speaking. Edgy, get up. It's an emergency. Oh, Edgeworth, huh? Larry, do you know what time it is? It's not Larry. It's Larice Stowen. This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over in. This is how they bring Edgeworth into it. Wait, don't hang up. It's an emergency. It's Nick. He took a really nasty spill. Wouldn't be the first time, so I'm not joking. His life's in danger. What? What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy with bad luck. He may already be dead. Anyway, you've got to come back. You're the only one that can help. My Iris. My beautiful Iris. She needs help. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center. Please hurry. It's been 1 year since I left that country. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion, as if I expected anything to change. So now I'm Edgeworth? You're late, Edgy. What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. You should have chartered a faster one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Miss Elise and Phoenix. Say something edgy. Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid Wright a visit. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. The murder victim was the picture book author, Miss Elise Donan. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. The hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. That's 2 days! That's pretty good. That's right, you got it. But they arrested her, my sweet little Iris. And here I was convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? The things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. This is the first. He said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. And the other, he couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is, could he? I don't think you can give your defense attorney badge to someone else. And then they're suddenly a defense attorney. But I guess that the message is, like, you have to defend Iris? I'm begging you, Iris' trial starts tomorrow. With Nick out of the picture, you're all I've got left. You're the only one that can represent her. So if it's not, but if he's representing her, then that means she probably didn't do it, right? And if she didn't do it, then who did? What did you just say? You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? Why do you think I called you anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry, a prosecutor. You understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor's a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know? Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. Yeah, but Edward's kind of famous, you know? How could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? Oh yeah, he doesn't know about it. Please, Edgy, at least listen to her. Listen to Iris' side of the story. The Wright wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. What does Wright know then? How does he know she's innocent? Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Lurie said that he might even die. Fortunately, he'll be fine. Larry, you moron, how could you say something like that? He was barely bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed. Thank goodness. Where's Maya? But he caught some kind of nasty cold. A cold? He's running a high fever and he's drifting in and out of consciousness. I mean, then that's actually pretty bad. If you're, like, losing consciousness from your fever. I must be imagining things. This woman, I feel like I've met her before. Edgeworth would remember, too, though. I would like to ask you something if you don't mind. I have a distinct feeling you and I have met before. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple. A place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. About training to release your inner spiritual power. Hello, Casey. I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. What are you doing at the temple, then? I've committed some sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there, and that's why I continue to trade. But she said she was born there and, like, raised there, which is fine. Dahlia could technically come from there. Okay, what happened the night of the crime? I helped clean up and then went back to my room about 8. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10. Then I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to? I was frightened. I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to her story? Like, why were you frightened? However, you didn't go? Because you said you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of? It's only 2. What in the world? Oh, Edgeworth. Is there something wrong? I'm sorry, it's nothing. It looks like she's not aware of them herself. These must be what Wright was talking about, the Cyclops. I believe he said I needed to present this Magatama item to do something. Do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night? I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example. Sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Oh god. Wait, I don't get, like... It's been proven that Maya can channel people, though. I'm certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please answer me this simple question. Were you the one that killed Elise Donim? What about the one who took her life? I can't believe that she's not lying. Can't believe what I'm thinking, and here I just finished saying I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that's about all you can tell me. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. Yes, but does Iris truly know that? He asked me to take care of you. Me? At the trial tomorrow, he asked me to defend you. If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands. One question, do you know Wright? Why would you ask that? Whenever you came up in our conversation, you would begin to act a little strange. Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? He's a very dear and indispensable friend. Aww! That's nice. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. You deceived him? I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. If you ask me, Wright is still suffering, and until he learns the truth, I don't think he'll ever be able to truly recover. Not too late. You should go to him, tell him the truth. Edgeworth should also know that she's a murderer. She's killed 3 people! I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. Or I guess 2 people. How many people did she kill? She killed her sister. No, it's 3 people, because she made the guy drink poison. Technically, he killed himself at her request, but she fully killed her sister. Killed her sister, killed the guy, and then killed Mia's boyfriend, who's not actually dead, because it's definitely Godot. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, I promise. Very well, I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal. That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. I'm guessing, even though I can present the Magatama now, I have a feeling I can't figure out why she was frightened yet. Where's Maya? Is Maya still stuck there? Great, defending a true killer. Like, it has to, like, they are heavily implying that it must be Desiree. And even if she feels bad for deceiving and tricking Phoenix, because she technically didn't try to kill him, right? She did use him, but she didn't... Well, did she try to kill him? No, she didn't. No, she killed 4 people, because she killed the guy that almost got Phoenix sent to jail. She killed her ex-boyfriend. I mean, she killed... God, she killed so many people. She killed her sister for money, for $2 million. Killed, the guy in the case, but he's not dead because that's Godot. Killed... Oh, convinced the one guy to kill himself with the poison. And then... I guess directly she only killed 2 people? And then killed the one guy. So she directly killed 2 people. But she was gonna kill Phoenix. Oh yeah, she was fully gonna kill Phoenix. So I don't believe the sympathy thing. She's like, I tricked him! And, it's so bad. You were fully gonna poison him and kill him. Fully. It sure is cold, alright? Pesky Bridge. Oh wow, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, not the voice. Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. It's been about a year. It has been longer. Doesn't matter. Why are you shuffling around up here? And there's that sharp left jab. Happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Are you ready for tomorrow? What should I be ready for? You were transferred by HR to the local precinct. The vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. Back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. Super excited for TFT. Oh yeah, but I know what's happening tomorrow. I'm just saying, is there something specific? Like, did they change something? Maybe let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Like, gum on your shoe is impossible to get rid of. I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godot was going to get here before me. Real mystery, I tell you. Got back into the country. I don't know much about the case. Simple is as simple does, you say. Biting sarcasm. It's a case. There's a witness who saw the whole thing. Bikini! Bikini lady? Here? On this freezing cold mountain? Shocked yourself? decisive witness myself. So the bridge that Wright fell through? Yep. I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross is how it goes, right? Or was that a leap? Is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they called Inner Temple, but we can't get over there without a bridge, sir. Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there. I heard from Wright it's Maya Fey. Her again? Anyway, the air's really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's gonna be able to reach until tomorrow. Will she be alright in this cold? Shouldn't she be, like, sitting on, like, cold, sitting on ice, covered in freezing spirit water? Nope? Okay. How'd the bridge burn down? We're almost 100% sure it was lightning? Lightning? Who is this Godot? A new guy showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but no one can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of man is he? Came across a prosecutor recently, but he's good, really good. How is it I've never heard of him? The prosecutor? After all, you know who is right in the middle of it. Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Godot has really got it in for Mr. Wright. Why does Godot have it in for Wright? That's a thing. Like, if he's the ex-boyfriend, is he just mad that Wright couldn't save Mia? Some kind of grudge? Maybe the cause? Maybe he made fun of his mask or something? Yep. None of this is making any sense. I better look into this Godot myself. You're telling me, but then also Godot, if he was alive, he's still just totally pieced out and could have also been there and been like, hey, I'm not dead. You're telling me that the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning? Snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall. According to the weather data, lightning definitely struck. I see. Too detailed. That time the lightning struck the bridge. So she was frightened from the lightning storm, I think, is what it is. She was too scared to go out. Snow with occasional lightning strikes. 7 to 10:50, lightning 10 to approximately 11. 10:45, around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Saw lightning hit the bridge. Nah. We can move for now. No, engage. Find bikini lady. Yes and no. Yo, Edgy, what took you so long? I'm so cold, my brain's about to turn to sherbet. I knew it was a mistake to rush back to this country. What do you mean? Wright is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a sec. Hold it! Objection! What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? One thing led to another, and what kind of lame excuse is that? And you call yourself a defense attorney? Prosecutor Edgeworth is prosecutor, and that's why he's prosecuting he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney, just sounds like plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Is this the song that goes crazy again? I don't see you for a couple years and your heart turns to sherbet. Sorbet. Iris didn't murder her, someone else did it. I just know it, okay? Just trust me on this one. Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. Is it gonna be bikini? Was it bikini? Until I pass the baton to Wright. I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Don't you think so too? Why are you so quiet? Your comment has me kind of concerned. She's the reason... Could it be the reason you think she's innocent? A girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer. I was right after all, I should never come back. I see things for how they really are this time, honest. Iris is a delicate flower. I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't say anything. Okay. Where were you, and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry? What? Don't tell me. Don't you think I might have done it? What? Get lost, go back to your charter jet, and get out of my sight, you creep. And I hope your plane crashes and you die. Okay, what were we doing? Had the suspected psych locks. I'm sorry, man, you know me, I just don't remember. My short-term memory is a wreck, dude. So many psych locks. Bikini! Gumshoe, hello, how are you feeling? So fun. Who is this? My name is Miles Edgeworth. My! A handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... I'd trouble you, I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. You found her! What can I do for you? I don't see any bikinis. If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy! What? Mr. Edgeworth? This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps getting cut. Oh god, no, that lady. So, what is the latest about my beloved Iris? Cookie UK? Site of the crime. Last night we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple. Maya, approximately what time was that? About 9 when we left. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. The channeling dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. It's no time for flattery, so why were you not in attendance? You witnessed the incident in the courtyard, but your duty was in the inner temple. Why'd you come back here? The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, for a decidedly different reason. Exactly what you saw in the courtroom. S11. I can't say it, it's too much for my poor heart. Let go of my tie. I saw two people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword. Did you see this criminal with your own eyes? I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris. You must have been quite shocked. Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom, and I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too. That's what I saw, and when I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed and then I passed out. It was solid. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural. The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. Head nun is your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times. That's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is I've got a bad lower back. Especially bad in the winter. So bad I can't even lift a bucket. How cold it was last night. My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just want to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. So you left that disciple all alone? Don't be ridiculous. I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out. But she never went to the inner temple, did she? Or did this head nun actually see Iris there? I'd better try to get some more details. Who is this acolyte that was training? Her name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. After she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course. Training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. You don't mean to tell me she's still doing that over at the inner temple, do you? No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night, we still hadn't started the training session itself. One thing I forgot to tell you. Do you know that small girl? I believe she is Mystic Maya's little sister. Oh, you mean little Pearl? That's Maya's Faye's cousin. Oh yeah, Pearl's missing! I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we'd finished with dinner cleanup, but I haven't seen her at all since last night. She's nowhere to be found. Oh, she's still missing? Fully? She was with the victim? It's all the fault of my stupid creaky old back. A little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone. Well, she wasn't even with the victim. She was missing from dinner. As they say, the plot thickens. So something happened after dinner where Pearl didn't get to go to the author. Or the author was lying, I guess. Last night, do you happen to see Iris while you were there? Of course I saw her. I told her to meet us after ringing the bell at 10 for lights out. Iris came to the inner temple? Of course she did. She's always been a good obedient girl. After that, I had Iris help Mystic Maya begin her training. That doesn't fit with Iris' story at all. She said that she never went to the inner temple. Is Dahlia also there? As I say, the plot thickens. Is there what? No, but she recognizes Phoenix, so clearly she's Dahlia, right? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'll present all the people. You should know everyone. Poor girl, where could she have gone? We checked out her home and she's not there. She's nowhere in the vicinity of the temple either. Which means there's only a few other possibilities as to where she could be. Fell off the bridge and was carried downstream. I became a pessimist only after I had the pleasure of working with you. So what about you? Apprentice? Might have had a crush on me, sweet boy. Understands the temptations of young men. I'm a head nun after all. Don't let him draw a portrait of me. I pray it was a pose that maintained your modesty for everyone's sake. How could such a terrible thing happen? It's all my fault. What do you know anyway? Stupid 500 shadow, that stupid coat of yours. Glad you weren't the one that disappeared. Anger does seem a little manufactured. So I think it has to be bikini. How do you pronounce Iris? Don't get down. Oh my. Very important visitor and acolyte. Strange channeling technique. She must be a medium. Great power indeed. Strange channeling technique. Midichlorians. Okay, this is the courtyard, which we did not visit before. And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched. Police are still investigating. Are you going to defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow? I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitment. I gotta be careful. I gotta make sure I don't leak the prosecution's full investigation. Don't worry about it, detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I will think most of it will flow out on its own. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap. What? You do that. Famous picture book author. Her past is a mystery. Hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. 10 to 11. Blood loss from a stab to the back with a murder weapon. Skewered with a giant sword. The victim's entire body was covered with bruises. Bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a 2-story building? That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct? Yeah, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. But that just happens to be the room that Elise Doman was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out the window after she was stabbed by the sword? She would be stabbed first. Could she have hit the ground and the sword falls and kills her? Like it was just an accident? After death? That's almost what we learned so far. According to the testimony, Sister Bikini had none. Right after they finished dinner, Maya Faye headed to the inner temple. Sophie's witness, Maya. 10 p.m. after ringing the bells for lights out. The suspect? Iris went to the inner temple. Why lights out and then go? It seems dangerous. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hazakura Temple. Which makes no sense also, because the idea is she didn't go because her back, or because she was frightened, right? If she was frightened because of the storm, by the time she went, like Iris should, like by the time she got there, it's a 20-minute walk, right? By the time she got there, it would have been 10 minutes before the lightning struck. If she stayed there for 10 minutes, she would be trapped with Maya. It would take 10 minutes to walk back. Or 20 minutes to walk back, regardless, which means both of them are kind of... Like, Iris would have had to come back right away. And really the only person that could have been there would be the nun. The murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask me. Okay. Trial against tomorrow. Who's the prosecutor? Pretty sure it's good toe. Nobody can get a hold of him, so looking for a replacement. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I see a lie in time. People don't be defending their lost interest. I tend to appear in court in the role of defense attorney. I'd be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. He certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. That's why I requested that another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. Good chance he won't remember me at all. Is it going to be blonde judge? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone made a big stink? I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Powerful string to pull. I was supposedly training him. Should be Godot though, and Godot wouldn't know Edgeworth. An old building they used for training the acolytes. Other side of Dusky Bridge. Is there anything else on the other side of the bridge besides the inner temple? Nothing. Nothing. Run by cliffs on all sides. Man, Maya gets trapped in a lot of places, because she's trapped in that. She was kidnapped and trapped for a while too. What kind of place a person could survive in? Please be alright, Maya. What I felt after death. Main hall. Above us. Pretty sure the main floor didn't have a second floor. Main hall didn't have a second floor. Built on a steep part of the mountain, the front and back are on different levels. But wouldn't it be easier to just build the place slanted, sir? Love skiing, you don't see the type. They're a little kitty. This is with that, my hard-boiled image. The sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon. So how would she have been stabbed before falling? Well, the Shito, by the way, nice piece of work. All over the blade. Fingerprints all over the hilt, too. Match iris. Murder weapon. Really solemn. Is this how it is for Wright? Is this what it feels to be a defense attorney? I figure it doesn't really feel really good. To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. Understandings. Amethyst is missing. Tell me about it. Want to be a wizard? Don't care. Just victims. So the idea is that she was trying to steal it. Does seem like a very Desiree thing to do. The lantern, I suppose they light it at night. I always like to relax my room by candlelight. Can you not afford to pay your electricity bill? How did you know? The main gate must be just over that stone wall. Oh, good memories, but no. Wizard. Branches of life can take, all ending in one. And we're going to homicide. Traffic cop, a detention officer, blue badger. Okay, let's see if we have enough. Oh, damn it. Oh. I don't see Barry. Maybe we scared him. I wish I typed with the psych locks. Maybe it's about the quickest. Nope. Mr. Edgeworth, I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind. I've already told you everything that please remember, I'm on your side. You can tell me anything. I just finished speaking with the head of the nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Donim with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple, and yet Sister Bikini says she met with you at the Inner Temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. Unwilling to tell me the whole truth. We're breaking the cycles. Okay. We're gonna present the Magatama. I think it's the lightning. Since I have been in this case, my duty is to get all answers. Do you understand? Smallest flame convey the case in holding the light. But it's search until I have its answers. Is it really true you didn't go to the Inner Temple last night? I swear I told you that. You said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, what were you so afraid of? I wonder, is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? It's the weather. This is what you're afraid of. Well? No, it's not the weather? The Larry? We have no reason to think of that. So we do not have enough information. It's not the lightning. Which means I have to start presenting garbage to people. We have to figure out Larry's first. Here. Oh, Gumshoe says it? Why do we not see Edward? Present it to the other girl who knows it's amethyst. Nothing really to present. I already presented most of the main stuff. Public phone. Special about public phones and why he's so fascinated by them. Oh, he's gone? Okay. Right, try to cross, pretty reckless. Lucky guy. Little shack that way called Heavenly Hall. For losers that can't bear the freezing drafts of the wind. Is Pearl in there? I feel like that's where Pearl is. Because we just haven't been there. Okay, let me see if I can present... Sword? Is that the murder weapon? Have you ever seen it before? Yes. Mystic Ami was holding it in the courtyard. It was a little sad affair. She saw you stabbing Miss Elise Doman with it last night. What about this? That's a demon warding hood. Gave it to Mr. Wright last night. Wearing this when I saw him at the hospital today? It's so important. Why'd you give it to him? I felt something. I felt that something terrible was about to happen. I didn't want Mr. Wright to fall into its grip. This woman, I don't know the details, but I've heard that she's the master of the crane channeling technique. Mystic Misty, great spiritual medium, that's what I've heard. Went missing 15 years ago. I know all about them, they're nothing but frauds. That was time 17 years ago when I met the master myself. Didn't we already prove that she wasn't that wrong, though? Guess I'll just keep presenting stuff. I was against the idea that my tragedy might occur. Mr. Bikini, rather fond of attention. Does look rather happy in this photo. Present. Book author. Come to the temple often for the first time. Very important visitor. Be careful not to offend her. Let me just present the very clearly empty staff. Nope. Nope. Let's present people with Pearl. Younger sister, cute as a button. They love mashed potatoes and gravies. I have leftovers for dinner the next day. To her room. No training. Strong like a woman. This is not the best judge of character. Head of the temple raised me as if she were my real mother. Left at the temple when I was a small child, taking care of me ever since. Examine the gate? I can, but I don't think there's gonna be much from it. What about your family? I'd rather not talk about this. Not yourself. Well, nothing much to tell, I'm afraid. You were raised at the temple, yet you seem to know Wright. Must have crossed paths somewhere. Couldn't have been me. Picture book author. First time. Very important visitor. Do not offend her. Larry. Oh, that's Mr. Larice. He's a very sincere, hardworking person. Draw a portrait of me. This is the woman. This woman is exactly the type of woman he would fall in love with at first sight. Oh, I could present Wright. He was there. How bad is this cold? He's rather confused. Worried about Maya, who's still trapped in the inner temple. I'm worried about you. Pass the baton back to him. No, don't. I'm sure Mr. Wright wouldn't want that. He wouldn't want to defend me. I think I can present more people. Maybe. Or drawn. There we go. Okay. Don't care about it. That right. Got a care. Maybe he's the cause. Say the exact same thing about him. Or something. Nice portrait and pay 50 cents. But we don't know. Yeah, mysterious. Ah! This girl somewhere, wasn't she from a prior case? Searched with her fingerprints and came up with nothing. Now that's interesting, because her fingerprints should have come up with something. Nagging feeling. Old girlfriend? Detective. This frothing desire from the female masses. Puzzling. Testimony witness. None is trustworthy. My Wright is always breaking into a cold sweat. Understanding. I could never show my face straight again if something happened to her. I'm gonna show my face? What? Another way? Support wires are still intact. 20 yards long. No superhero. Apparently she hasn't gone back to Green Village either, sir. She was with at least Dovenim some point last night? No doubt about it. Never killed Doman also. Don't jump to these conclusions. So, in theory though, Pearl didn't go to her. Oh. Okay. Move. Oh. Let's try presenting more people. Like, I didn't present him. Oh, crap. No, I did! Damn it! To River. My fault. Saw that one. You're supposed to be there. Don't fit with Iris' story at all. It's all my fault. Me and my stupid back. Squeeze has been murdered. Or an acolyte is trapped and Lickle is lost. Alkalite, yes, okay. Brain channeling technique. And then I think I presented Pearl already too. Chief gone. Which we saw. Okay. What else can we present? Same one. Look at that, I look pretty sexy, don't you think? Sex to the Xy. It's S to the it's S to the Xy. New Morning Hood. Possession. They're holding it. But the, Iris wasn't a spirit medium, so she would not be as susceptible to 20 years since Misty's disappearance. Who is his daughter? To the Fae clan, not privy to information concerning the main family. I'm gonna present this. That's one of Fae Clan's very own Magatamas. Priceless treasure we got here. You don't look it, but you can see a real fan of Fae cult. It would be possible to be real. A nice replica. Nope. Material girl, what? Alright, I've presented literally everything. Oh, it's a different voice. Nothing makes sense, though. The lightning makes sense, but we weren't really told anything. I don't know. But who else do I talk and present to? And it says I should find that one jabroni, a Larry, but how do I find Larry? Oh, that's fine. I presented everything already. Oh god. We're here. A pretty good distance for that cliff. Not even close to 100 yards. 20 yards or so. Escape bridge after all. I guess whoever wrote this made a mistake. So is he my Maya? Move. Hall, ability detection, sir. I don't know some important information. This is not covered in snow anymore. Idea. Riding and travel in snow car. Fire truer. Okay, come on. Desperate. I don't care about the random jabber. Let's figure out. I checked everything. I swear to God. That's from Magtama. It's a greater one, like. Oh, it's so large it couldn't bring it through the doors. Oh my god, this paper. A piece of paper sticking up from the stack. Mr. Edgeworth, looks like an old manila envelope. This could be it, an ultra important clue, a super special clue. Letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10. Ah, there we go. At Heavenly Hall. Unless you want your secret to be exposed. Blackmail letter. There we go. That's what I goddamn needed. But that also means that it really couldn't have been Iris that went over. Okay, well now I found the clue I need. I'm just gonna... Alright. Okay, we found it. We found it. Oh, I went the wrong way. I already examined this place. God, it's such a line. To get to the detention center. Alright, we got it. But also, yeah, that does not make sense. With Bikini's story, because Bikini said she was there, and she literally couldn't have been there. Found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you. Well, Iris? Why are you glaring at me like that? You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct? Was that the evidence, or the power of my glare that broke that lock? But Mr. Edgeworth, I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me. A prank? Yes, after all, even if I did have a secret, There's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief. What? Mr. Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her. I may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. Last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret. Whatever it is, there's one person you didn't want your secret told to. Which would have to be Wright. Phoenix Wright. You mean mean something to Wright, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him of all people to know your deep dark secret. Well, what do you have to say? Alright, so why were you frightened? This letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it. What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions? Small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge. More like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near. Where is it on this map? Around here, follow a small path down Dusky Bridge. To get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. The thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall. I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it. This is the secret you locked away in your heart. I may have to visit this Heavenly Hall now. Find a sign of our mysterious blackmailer. You still claim to have never left your room last night? That's exactly right. That's right, Belle was in her room until the murder was discovered. I promise you I will win. I will win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. When I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret. But it's pointless. Why would you say that? Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is. But he has no idea who I am. I don't even know. I'm guessing she's not Dahlia, but she is, but she's not. But, like, she knows, but... Because it's gonna be kind of hard to justify, like, she killed so many people, but it's fine now. Moxie? Oh my god, my cat, you cannot see, my cat is just straight watching. Yes? Is it interesting for you? Okay, please tell me we can go from here. There we go. Oh my god. How much of a view down here? Still better than the view from my apartment, though. Someone's here. Hide yourself. It's gonna be Larry. Oh, why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next is going to be prison, I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. And I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Done that. What did he do, I wonder? I've got an objection. What? Eddie, you dirty rat. I've been pointing my pointer finger. I've watched too many of your trials. I'm sorry. The jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? Oh my god. What is this little shack anyway? I discovered it myself yesterday. Why were you down here in the first place? I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. It's a great little place. It's artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. No one's likely to show up and disturb you here. Hot water, maybe? It's getting all buddy-buddy on us. Listen to me, Edgy. You've got to do this. You've got to save Iris. Are you sure she's innocent because she's cute? I'm gonna marry that girl. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? Oh no, not yet. But I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. God, he's the worst! She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. He'd never imagine I'd marry such a beautiful girl. Something tells me he'd be shocked indeed. I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. What am I gonna do if she gets hurt? Drag him on the witness stand. Oh, that's my question. Where were you, and what were you doing last night? That kind of attitude you'll never be a ladies' man like me. tell him get. So is he gonna just tell me? Last night, I saw something incredible. God damn. Nope, still there. But let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Nice cup of hot water that I absolutely despise. Talking about the good old days, especially with him. Yeah, because they're also classmates, right? Horrible graffiti probably got there. Graffiti and true art. All artist defines himself. This is the heart attack music. Sacred place to some people. What is this festival like an ornament? Oh, art class in grade school? You couldn't fold $1, let alone a crane. Not for anybody to just sit there sobbing. Really? Haha, Edgeworth. I'll never forget the shame of that day. You want a crane? I can make a perfectly quarter-inch crane without a single flaw. Nothing for nothing, but a quarter-inch crane would without a single flaw is not easy. This is why I hate childhood friends. My flaws. The river runs pretty fast. Doesn't ice over in the winter. In some serious trouble. Then on the ice and just died. Is there no way to cross from? There's like clearly a little thing here though. Is there no way to get across? Rescue bridge, pretty long but easy walk. Hold on, 4 times my way here. I ate 4 bananas and tossed their peels on the stairs on my way down here. What? So that's what I'm slipping on? Those peels are still out there. Okay, I guess that's all to examine, so let's talk. We're gonna have to go through all the people, aren't we? Okay, Wright. Good guy, real pal to the end. I think good memories. He's not dead, you know. Saved his life. If I hadn't called for help so quickly, he would have died. He called me pretty quickly, too. Pretty good at motivating people. Motivating himself. Not to call me Larry anymore. Hi, Moxie girl. I'm a new person, I'm Loris Donim. It's call me Larace. Melise Doman. Such a great person. I'm counting on you. Got it, I'll draw you a portrait, how about that? Since you're kind enough to offer all right. Hiding something. I think that has anything to do with it. Why not? Look, I know all about this kind of thing. You were a guy once. Lots of girls like Iris. What? Okay. Love shy girls like her. It's so cute, you know what I mean? Will never change. Yeah, I figured out would be pointless. I was like, he's not gonna show. He's not gonna know that boy. No good with people like her. Reminds me too much of my mother. I don't care how you feel about her personally. What do you know about her and how she's related to the case? I'm just an artist? Oh, it's Maya. Nick's trying to save her, you know, but instead he wound up falling through the bridge. I hope Maya doesn't catch a cold, though, or something worse. So Pearl's not in this shack. Where is Pearl? In a cute way, yeah. Hasn't been seen since this morning. What's wrong with you? If anything happens to her, I'll never forgive you. Wow. Okay, that's all the people. Can he tell me? The staff. Okay, he can finally tell me. Something missing. I know what's missing! Show the picture again. Alright, we'll save. And then we'll see what happens if we present the Magatama, if I can argue it.
Take that!
Take that! Night of the crime. Now you tell me what you really saw last night. You're really upset, don't talk. Is it too easy? I've never seen anything like it. Around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. Not sure for how long. The whole world in front of me went white. Left in the face by my old girl Naomi, and then it was on fire. The bridge was on fire. Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes? I'm telling the truth. I'm trying to hide something. Where were you when you saw that happen? I was in my own room by the main hall. Where else would I be? The jelly jar. It's impossible for you to have seen lightning strike the dusky bridge from your room. Yeah. Heavenly Hall.
Take that!
This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity. The temple. I could do this. What am I looking at? The main hall surrounded by trees. It's possible to see the bridge from there. Why didn't you tell me that before? Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? Wasn't that easy. Where were you? Where was Larry and why was he there? If I've read the situation, the answer's fairly obvious. The place you were witnessed was here.
Take that!
The place you saw the lightning strike from was naturally Heavenly Hall. Why would I be hanging out in that old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, I could fall apart in any minute. How do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. In other words, you have just proved provided evidence to prove my theory. They've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. I'm impressed. You're in a totally different league than Nick. What were you doing in this cold shack? Fair decor? A fair decor? Waiting for someone? You were waiting for this person to come meet you.
Take that!
So he's blackmailing her? Wait for a horrible place like this. It's Iris. I think I've got this hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence? Or something that proves that it was waiting for her, you're just guessing. It has to be the blackmail letter.
Take that!
Here's your evidence. You called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. Hey, give that back. You're embarrassing me. What are you doing with that anyway? That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. What does it say specifically? I'm guessing it's going to be here. Salutations here. There's something I must talk to you about. I'll be waiting for you tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Make sure you come unless you want your secret to be exposed. So I'm guessing Larry didn't actually mean to blackmailing. I'm guessing he wanted to like confess his love for Iris, and the secret was that he's convinced she loves him. And it's just gonna be some dumb garbage like that. Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that, you should be so ashamed of yourself. First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutation here. Letter writing for dummies? You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris. Oh, I just got it. I didn't get it. I thought it was just him being dumb, but it was him being super dumb. Come on. You were in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge. Turning a young lady like that. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about? What threatening stuff? You tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose your secret, pal. When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love? It sounds like blackmail. Like, even if I got that completely out of context and I was like, I don't have a secret to be exposed, I'd still kind of be like, what do you think you're exposing? What should I be worried about? My love for her burned so hotly it could just melt all the snow on this mountain. And what was this secret you mentioned? Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. She wouldn't want old lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour bittersweet love affair. But, okay, this is the thing though too. The way he worded it was a threat. That's the thing. Even if it's stupid blackmail, he was still technically threatening her. Because if she didn't want, if she was somehow in love with him, and she didn't want Bikini Lady to know, he is still threatening her to get her there. A business-like manila envelope? Why are we so quick to apologize? Edgy gave me that scary look of his. Why are you so quiet? That's it? That's what those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you're so defensive. You shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Oh my god. This guy's still hiding something, I know it. If you really want to know, last night I saw something incredible. What's that something incredible you saw last night? One way or another. I already told you I saw lightning strike Dusty Bridge. Doesn't ring true. Your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. I do believe you saw something last night, something more incredible than lightning. If you hide anything from Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. I don't know what he saw. I don't know what he saw. No! Edgeworth! Oh, me too! No! No! Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Okay, so it's just the witness stand. It's just impossible here. I'm just saying he is hiding something. My Mr. Larice feels that way about me? Apparently he isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed. I'm sorry, I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing. In any case, whatever it was he saw that night in the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him. Does this mean Mr. Larice is the witness today? No, I believe that none will be the first to take the stand. Mr. Bikini, he claims to have seen you in the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Doman, correct? That is correct, it wasn't me. Very well then. Mr. Edgeworth, you are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed. Don't worry, I've made the necessary arrangements. I see. Iris. It's a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I'm a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once, Mr. Edgeworth. I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I have been entrusted. Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands. Hope she's not Desiree. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Edgeworth! The defense, it's blonde judge! However, the prosecutor's not here. Indeed. Is it gonna be Godot? A blatant waste of this court's time can only mean the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It seems this case is already over before I had the chance to begin. I'm ready to announce the verdict. The court finds the defendant. No! No! I would prefer it to be Godot. The prosecution stands ready. And you are Francesca von Karma, prosecuting prodigy. Von Karma, you say? Perchance you wouldn't be any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Legends are a thing of the past. I'm a von Karma, that is all. And upon a special request, I flew in today for the purpose of prosecuting this case. You did? Must be quite a big shot. Mr. Edgeworth. I'm almost certain I've seen you somewhere before, or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once. I believe you're imagining things, Your Honor. Miss von Karma, do you have anything to say? There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office. There isn't? I told you, there's no such weakling. A whip? Oh, she's saying he's not the same because he's weak now, because he's not in the prosecutor's office. Bailiff, remove that whip at...
Hold it!
I have no objection to the whip. You don't? Can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee, but there is still one truth, and that is what I stand to prove here today. This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I'd expected to face Phoenix Wright here today, but looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingertips. I see you brought your flair for the I can't. Relaxing bizarrely in my court. Why is this game the game of the blonde judge? Please give an outline of the case. I feel like they redid. Feel like they made blonde judge, and they're like, "This is so goddamn weird looking. We gotta use him." Famed book author. Her body was found in the temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue. Open question. Accept this photo. How is it still in the hand? Like, how would you get it back in the hand? No mistake, this was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime. Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand. And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. Oh my god. Get her a stool! Hold on here. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. Please stand up nice and straight. If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain plagued witness. Bailiff! A crate! Once again, your name and occupation, please. Little old me, I'm the head nun of the Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got a bikini. Nice to meet everyone. You don't appear to be wearing a bikini now. It's the guard down for holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once. You want me to leave? But I'm the judge! I'm a sight to behold in the summer. Oh my god. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do something like that. Let's hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about your own movements that night, eh? I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple. My back likes to act up violently. Left Iris to help the acolyte return to the Hazakura's temple. No bath at the inner temple, and I needed a long hot soak. It was after I'd finished, just as I was heading back, that's when I saw it. The timing already doesn't make sense. It's a 20-minute walk there, so if she rang the bell at 10, walked there, got there at 20, and then you walked back, you got there at 40, and the death was between 10 and 11. There's no way for you to have a nice long bath soak before you found the body. You could say that. If my back hadn't been so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple. I'm not about to fall at the first hurdle now. The night of the murder. I'm gonna grab some gum so the mintiness can heal my throat. Oh gosh, wait just a second. Where are you? Oh, that's my lid broke. Ooh, why is the pack not all clear tablets? That's suspicious.
Hold it!
What's this inner temple? Entire night there. The nun. murder took place.
Hold it!
Violently? No left from out in the winter. I can't hold anything heavier than a knife and fork during the cold months. Back was hurting. Pulling a pin.
Hold it!
Athletic training. Starting to enter the training exercise proper. Watch for the acolytes so that they don't pass away. You met Iris in the inner temple, correct? Gentle, honest girl. She never once failed to follow my directions. Need a long hot soak.
Hold it!
To the temple, trick bath. Do or be done in kind of world after all. Longer in the bath. What a filthy little rogue you are. What exactly did you wash? Ew. Pathetic mouth, Edgeworth. Lowest of the low. Is there some sort of kick me sign stuck to the defense bench? That's funny though, because then he's just like, God, you just get shit on as the defense attorney. I still need to know how long, actually. In courtyard. Which you can see the courtyard. Here, kiddo incidents. Self-crime. Only one problem with testimony. If I can clearly point out what it is, then I can begin to quantify just how good this witness's memory and observation skills are. Hello, I am fake. Mr. Destructoid? You're a robot now? How are the chopsticks going? I don't know what the contradiction is. As you can see, my back backs up violently. I think I have anything that goes against that. Training. No bath. Waiting for them to arrive still, but I learned more from that convo than like 2 other discords or discussions and 4 videos. So that's nice. Listen, if you need the history of I know like too much about chopsticks mostly. Discords, okay. Because there's all different kinds of chopsticks. Because I hate okay, I won't say hate. I dislike Japanese and Korean chopsticks because they are significantly harder to use than Chinese chopsticks. And so I've had to like hunt for good Chinese chopsticks here, which is hard because they're all Japanese or Korean chopsticks. But I finally got some, and they're great. I don't know. I don't know. Weather report. Where she was murdered. I really have no idea. I just don't want super long chopsticks, but I see people say they're good for most things, just harder for smaller things like kimchi, I don't know. I would say Japanese chopsticks are harder, but especially for my little hands, because the amount of like space on the back half I can get is much smaller, so I can't actually pinch the ends closer together. I would say Chinese, you don't actually have a hard time with, well, the ones you got are a little bit more pointed. The ones I have are less pointed. Hello, Regular Zero. I'm just gonna be eating packaged trash at home. No, and the good thing about Chinese chopsticks, you can actually pinch them closed. But I can show the ones I have, honestly. They're not crazy longer either. I have, okay, wait, we're gonna take a side step out here because I've been asked about chopsticks, and I have 3 of the 4 kinds of chopsticks, actually. I do not have the flat Korean chopsticks, but I have Chinese chopsticks and Japanese and wooden Japanese chopsticks. New Korean chopsticks. But you can see, the Chinese chopsticks are not, like, crazy long. But if you look at the tip, comparing the 3, it's like way wider, which is actually way easier to pick up or to pinch together because there's less like of a gap to do it with. Does that make sense? The new Korean chopsticks, the metal ones, are very similar in style to Japanese chopsticks. Mine are actually not that pointy. There are pointier Japanese chopsticks, but you can also see they're wooden. I have a new one and an old one. I don't know if you can see it well, but see how kind of this one looks like flatter and wider than this one? And that's because I use this one more, and it's like rubbed down the tip from the wood, while there's this one still kind of flat. My hands are huge, but I have the dexterity of a whale with hands. Do chopstick size matter? It's just, it matters for, I guess, what you're eating. So, like, Japanese chopsticks, for things, like, that are big, like sushi, or, I guess, like, Japanese people have pretty thick noodles, too. These are fine, because you don't need to pinch them together all the way. But, like, you can even see when I hold them together, there's, like, a bit of a gap. Well, these are curved, actually. They're kind of fucked up. Let me see if I can hold them straight. Like, there's more of a gap. So you have to actually, like, look like when you have the ends here. So you actually have to, like, overcompensate to actually get them to pinch all the way. So it's bad for small things. That's why I don't like Japanese chopsticks. because if I'm picking up anything tiny like a grain of rice, I can't get them to touch. And these are kind of similar with that, right? Where you have the sides, you have the gap still in the middle, so you have to push it more together. I don't have Korean flat chopsticks with me now. Those are just annoying because you end up like having to try and pinch with the thin, skinny sides, and it's a pain in the ass. Chinese chopsticks, I said I got pretty ones, right? Again, they're a little bit closer. There's still a bit of a gap because there's a bit of a beveling. Mine are less sharp than the ones you got are. But they're pretty close together, so you actually don't have to put as much effort in to pinch food all the way. Yeah, I was seeing how the wood would get moldy, but metal will leach if it's not done correctly. Yeah, I don't use these anymore because they got like destroyed. They shouldn't get moldy if you dry them fine. Honestly, they should be okay. Just like you put them in a cup, like draining thing, like a toothbrush, right? You don't lay them down to dry because then they're gonna be stuck together. You have them up so they can separate and dry better. Of any of them. These are melamine, I think. And the bad thing with this is these will melt if they get too hot. I haven't had that issue where I've accidentally melted them yet, though. These are just so goddamn slippery. Because it's goddamn metal. They're very light, though. Alright. I can feel more discussion, but I don't goddamn know. I want a pair of cooking, but I can't cook shit. Thanks for the help. Oh, I have cooking wait, I have those too. Alright, we saw how long the Chinese chopsticks were. Actually, cooking chopsticks I do not recommend. They're good for stirring and stirring alone, and for that you can use a spoon. These are how long the cooking chopsticks are. I do not like them because, again, I have very tiny hands. And because of the length, the leverage required to pinch the ends closed and pick things up is very, very... you need bigger hands. You need a bigger, ability to hold them together. So I can't get a strong grip. I just cook with these. If I need to cook with chopsticks, I'll just cook with these. Way easier. They're too long. I can mix things with them just fine. But I got little hands. It's not worth it. Just use normal chopsticks and then don't get burned. That's all I got for you. That's also the problem with the wooden chopsticks, is if you try to cook with those, you'll just scrape the tips off real fast. I really don't know. God damn. Shit, but isn't that the part of the fun? Yeah, it's not very fun when you pick something up with these and you can't grip them well enough. They're also warped. That's the problem with wood too. Here, you can see how goddamn warped this is. This is not supposed to be this far out, which makes it harder to use. Maybe if I had not wood chopsticks, cooking chopsticks, I'd use them more. But normal chopsticks or just something else are honestly easier. But no, because I was saying with the long chopsticks, if you get a poor grip on something and then drop it back into a pan full of oil, shit hurts more than if you just had your hands closer to the oil and are fast. Have you seen those bakers who just grab stuff from the oven, out of the oven with their hands? I sometimes do that. Not like fully straight from the oven, but like, I'm pretty good at heat. There's this one place we went with all you can eat Korean barbecue, and they have like the rice cooker full of the really, really hot rice, right? I was the only person that could hold the rice bowls, because they're metal. Koreans use a lot of metal bowls. Rice bowls are metal. I was the only person that could actually hold them long enough to carry them back to the table for people. So I ended up just being the rice lady, basically, every time we went there, because no one else could hold it. Like today, even, I was heating something up in the oven, and I couldn't hold it, obviously. But I just, took one hand, bare hand, and, pushed the glass container onto my other hand that had the little, oven pad. That's just, a little square. I was and I just held it there, and I was like, okay. Burn the witches. No, David So Comedy made a funny like thing about Asian girls, like Asian women are weak, right? And one of his jokes was like, you can, they like literally hold, like, you ever seen an old Asian lady bring you food and she's like holding it and she's like, careful, the bowl's hot. And you're like, bitch, if it's hot, how are you holding it? And then you're like, ah, you know? Hello, no tree is gone? I did it! The tree is gone. Be proud of me. Also, hello. I'm stuck. Yeah, fuck that. It's a skill. Honestly, if you touch enough painfully hot things, it's good. Oh shit, you didn't get scammaze? Huh? What the literal dick is it? No bath. I needed a long hot soak. The timer doesn't work, but it feels like too many side things. You didn't scam us when you said you had till the end of January for tree. I said I would do it. I said I would do it this weekend, and I goddamn did. I didn't have work Monday and Tuesday because of the new year. I have work tomorrow though. Okay. I said she didn't leave her room. There. It has to be this. It has to be. Witnesses have to go undergo their own trials are afraid. You don't burn yourself. You just like... You like tap hot things until you can touch them more, you know? Not like boiling hot things, but like... If you have a bowl of soup that just was cooked and it's pretty hot and normally wouldn't be able to grab it, you just like kind of see how long you can hold on to it. Repeatedly. Don't burn yourself. And it'll probably help your fingers get stronger. No, one thing, I don't know what it is about Chinese people and very hot things. Because, for, I think, months, if not like a couple of years, constantly my mom would make me like pour recently boiling, not like immediately boiling, but recently boiling water into a giant bucket with these like giant herbal leaves or something, and like god awful hot, hotter than a hot tub, hotter than, like so hot your skin felt like pins and needles. You were supposed to stick your feet in it as hot as you could bear. And not even like comfortably bare. Like, again, like your body was screaming at you to not stick your feet in this thing. And your entire skin just felt pins and needles. And you were supposed to stay in that until your entire body started sweating. Which takes about 20 minutes. And like not like a little bit like, oh, I'm a little warm. No. Profusely sweating. You had to be beating sweat from how hot just your feet were. Like that level of hot. Before you were allowed to take your feet out. I had to do that. I don't think every day, but like multiple times a week. For at least, I think, a year. It was the worst. One of my... It's crazy how pain is meant for you to fuck off, but people disregard that. No. We had another Chinese family stay in my house, and the father apparently put his feet in such hot water for that same purpose that he partially cooked his feet. Like, to the point that people weren't sure he would get the full use of his feet back. And, he didn't get help in the US. I think he had to like go to some Chinese thing, whatever, to get them fixed. But they did come back. But literally parts of his feet were cooked. How hot the water was. Like boiled, because it was boiling water, basically. I think talk about doing that was, it's different. When you're sick versus that is not the same. When you're sick, you can stick your feet in pretty hot water and just wrap yourself in like 50 blankets until you sweat. That's not, which is supposed to be the same idea, but honest to God, you don't have to go that hot. The going that hot is just like insanity. Because no matter what, if your feet are in super, super hot water and you're wrapped in enough blankets, you will eventually start sweating. Nothing like boiled feet, yum. Excuse me. Don't break my stuff. No, when I was sick, it was not that hot of water. It was very, very hot, but it wasn't that hot. And it did help me a lot, actually. Again, sweating things out is helpful. That level of hot was too much. And the idea was because something about the leaf having to be something, I don't know. The hotter it is, the better. Moment of faith, Poncho. I'd like you to explain something for me. There's a discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all. She said that? You suffered and don't know why exactly. It's the justification you always get for anything. It's good for you. Do it. Who is more likely to lie? The defendant is simply lying to her back. But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi. That is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe she would lie. Have honest eyes. All people lie, that's my belief. Neither the witness or the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means, I must call you remembering to question. No, things I have burned. That just makes me remember the tea part now. So there's this thing my family likes to do, which is fire tea. And it is much hotter than normal. Normal tea you're supposed to drink hot, but like when we do tea ceremony tea stuff, you put it's just a very small cup. So it'll cool down very quickly, and you can actually drink it pretty quickly and not have it be too hot. The fire tea, you have to, it's a big cup, you have to down that shit immediately, as post-boiling as possible. And what you're supposed to do, which is like logically the dumbest thing ever, you're supposed to hold it and drink it in a slurping way where you get air bubbles to cool it down as you're drinking it, right? Which by that logic means you're cooling it down anyway. Why can't you just wait for it to be colder? And if you fuck up at all to perfectly aerate this tea, you're burning your tongue. And you have to drink 7 cups, 7 large, like, tea cups of this tea in one sitting. Again, until you sweat profusely. So, I would just burn my mouth for 7 cups of tea. Repeatedly. A little at a time. Nothing like burning the softer parts of the body. Sounds like a skill issue. I mean, yes. I wasn't that good at it, and it goddamn hurt. But you're cooling it off anyway. So why did I have to do it right away? Question the memory. More decisive evidence. Gotta let him do the trick. Pain is gain. It isn't the summer. If you want me sweaty, just wrap me in like a towel or something. I'll get there. Let's take a boot. Is he Canadian? Is that what this game is trying to say? That night I was helping blah blah blah. Violently. We already know it's a lie. We already know that is a lie. That is a lie. Iris always wears the same clothes. Smallest thing would have stood out like a sore thumb. Done. Done. Not press. Don't press. Please don't press. Present. Or go outside like any other kid, SMH. Back in my day, parents would lock their kids outside during the summer, only let them in at night. I was very much like locked in the house, not by the Chinese side of my family. My dad like locked me in the house all the time in the summer. I like watched kids play outside and wanted to like make friends so badly that I think a few years ago I realized that I completely made up a memory in my own mind because it's impossible, physically impossible to have happened in reality. I had this memory of all those kids that I always watched playing outside, like coming into my house for some reason to like acknowledge me as a human being. I don't know, because it's not like I remember playing with them, but I just remember them like coming into my house and being like, we know you're here, whatever, right? And it's like the memory with the like light coming in the window and the like, you know, beautiful whatever. And it was maybe university, post-university. Like I lived in that house when I was in 3rd grade. So it's university, post-university, 4th or 5th grade actually. No, 4th grade. That I realized like that those kids had no idea I was in there. It is physically impossible that really happened. Damn, what the fuck? I have stories. I need to keep writing that book about myself. But I need to change the tone of it because it's real angsty. Wearing the demon warding hook, correct? Of course, a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wait a minute. Hold it right there. Why do you have that? I did the same. What, hallucinated people friends coming over and believed it to the point that like 10 years later you had to realize it wasn't real. 15 years later maybe. I don't remember how long it was. 12 years? Whatever. You know what I mean. This hood was given to someone as a gift last night before the light bell was rung. Light out bell was rung. Not oh no, but like an autobiography that's full of angst. Yeah. I need to calm it down a little bit. But also this shit that happens in it is like wild. And have you been here for some of my stories? Witness has touching the defendant. She claims then she should have then she saw Iris missing this very hood. Not a bad feeling exposing contradictions. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. Understanding! Friendship! Turning into love! This hood, you have spare ones at the temple, don't you? Spares, well, I do tend to make too many of them. Our stockpile is surplus of hood. Each one is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owns. Quite strange. If there's a surplus of hood, she could have worn one of those. There's no contradiction here. No, but to sum it up, you got cooked more than a few times and weren't allowed to make friends. I was allowed to make friends with my mom technically, but at that point I started just like kind of locking myself up. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. Seeds of doubt. While I don't wish to call your testimony to doubt, you must give every detail with precision. I can't tell if my headset is dying, but I keep hearing awful audio spikes. I don't know how to test that. I'm watching the audio thing on my end though, and I don't see anything necessarily. Others in chat, so maybe they've noticed. Huh? Her headphone's gone and forgotten. I think someone, I think if it was everyone, someone would have said something, hopefully, and not just been like, ow, peace out, I'm not gonna mention anything about this. We're back to Inner Temple. Contradictory stimulation. In my bath around 11. The inner table. Whatever. Iris was, oh, Mystic Elise. Mystic Elise with the sword. That sword of all things. Corner room. After she was pushed out of her window. Much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in two in court. Seeing it off in this very chair. Aha! Judge. Vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoes. Pain? I think my headphones done it before. Like it just purely on the left side that time. Well, that doesn't sound good. Do you have anything else you can switch to then to see if it fixes it? Actually, when I'm not streaming, I just use my speaker. I have a pretty decent speaker that was given to me. I didn't buy it. But I actually don't like the headphones when I'm like when I'm gaming. Even though it's a better gaming experience, I know. But I'll just use speakers when I'm by myself. Especially because one thing I discovered about this side of the headphone, these headphones are good and I like them, but there's a bit of a like sound on this side. Wireless at the moment. I restarted the headphones. Good. I only get good headphones for music, so I have like the earbuds for going out with music. Return to Inner Temple. Cars room from the Inner Temple. 20 minutes on these stumps of mine. 15 minutes to Dusky Bridge. Until we just on the bridge. Never been back there that night too. Walk away.
Hold it!
So you heard noise. I mean, I was using the not as good headphones before, and I only got these good headphones because those broke real fast. And I think, and like the wireless seemed like a really good idea. I didn't want to get bad wireless, because bad wireless headphones are like bad, you know? And these have cool lights. Thump just like that. I'm falling. Thump just like that. I never thought of that. Next one to laugh gets a whipping. I think I know what it is, but I think the idea is the autopsy says she was stabbed then fell. Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you the right to. The murderer stabbed the victim with a sword, Sister Bikini, trying to recall exactly what you saw as clearly as you can. Oh, now that you mention it. There was something awfully strange about her, something that has been bugging me all this time. Her hood. Her hood? That's right, it's coming back to me. Iris, she wasn't wearing her hood. I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? After all, she'd given that hood away to someone, right? But then that, like, goes against what you just said about her having the hood. My headphones are good wireless, but still some delay. I can't play rhythm games with it, so it's doomed. You're dug your own grave, Miles Edgeworth. What do you say, Mr. Edgeworth? Is this testimony important? It's important. It's initially created for me to dismanage, but I can't see any other leads at the moment. In honor, I would like these new statements to be added to the testimony. If you want to hang yourself, you'll need to ask. I'll lend you my whip. But she clearly before said she had her hood. So it's not a contradiction, so that makes the previous contradiction correct.
Hold it!
You're sure about that? I need some clothes. I didn't mean because we're poor. It's our style. Whip it puppy instead of my whip? Staying in the corner room which faces into the
Hold
courtyard. The victim's room is on the second floor. Single-story building, but the mountain itself slopes downwards. Elevates the main gate side of the temple, and the guest room's in the back. About the height of a two-story building. Right for things for rooms after all. Pretty sure it's pushed out of her window. Asserts that the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating a fall from around 10 feet in height. And more than just a pretty face, especially in winter. Only 2 of them working there. Just been a sub-victim. My client and my own abilities as a defense. I can believe Iris and my abilities. As a defense attorney. I'm gonna save. 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 After she was pushed out of her window. Fell 10 feet after death. Present. Evoker! Hello, hello! I like the name. Why do people not watch ads anymore? They even have the audacity to mute it or walk away as I get earfucked by 7 loud, annoying ads. Sorry! I mean, feel free to mute it. You don't have to watch the ads. Although I guess I'm just not loud enough. Should I, like, turn all my stuff up louder? Is that more helpful? I hope the pennies are worth it, Twitch. Get rid of my gum. Yeah, I mute ads. I've been doing it for like a year. You could always subscribe. Ads are just 2 times the loudest streamer. That's funny. I've been told I've been very loud before, though. Someone like came in and was like, "God damn!" I had to immediately turn the volume down. Something else. However, I think you were overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you take another look at the autopsy report? The victim did fall the height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed. That's after death right here. It is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim here in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? The victim was killed, then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room, don't you agree? How goes the game? We were only stuck real hard once so far, and then the rest of it I have figured out because I am a genius. Don't check past VODs. That's the logical conclusion. Actually, this game has, I would say, been the easiest out of the 3 so far. The first one I got stuck a lot, and then... Subscribe, like with Twitch Prime, like the one you get once a month for linking your Amazon Prime, the one you use to support streams you enjoy by giving them Jeff Bezos money, the one that gets rid of ads. Well, sign me up. Thank you so much, Fish. I always enjoy those on Akuma's stream. It's great. The victim must have been stabbed by a defendant in her own room, and then she was thrown out the window down the courtyard below. Were there any signs of a struggle in her room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree? Oh, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? She was stabbed first and then fell. I am actually very confused by that. Anytime, bud. No traces of blood were found in the victim's room. Nice. Rippers just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. Playoff? I treat it as a creative writing, as if I were in high school and still didn't drop out 8 years ago. I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this. I'm sure your honors over. Creativity in writing. Don't be ridiculous. If my stab wound produces the most blood. Dude, I saw some of my writing, one of my writing notebooks from high school. Oh my god, I was still a little angsty piece of shit. When a stab wound produces the most blood. Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of this blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed. Indeed, with the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound. There wouldn't be much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking. It feels like Iris might have removed the sword, which could have actually indirectly killed that lady. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all contradictions. Order, order, order. I must admit that this is a probable version of events. Locates and takes control of every vital point. Now we need a clear testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Was your biggest inspiration Shakespeare? I think it was just like creative writing. They're like, make your own journal of like stuff, and I just decided to go real hard with like the like fake philosophical BS that was going on. Is that a kitty? That is a kitty. Wait. That is a kitty. Where's the other one? Cookie! Cookie, get over here. I'm gonna show you off. You're gonna hate it. Where is she? Cookie. Cookie. Give it a couple minutes. Please remain standing on the crate. Don't go selling me short. But the weight of winter snow has put me out of shape, especially my back and my mood. Wait, is she down here? No, she's not. Cookie, where are you? That's still me? Cookie! Where is she? Oh, shit. Where did you come from? Literally, I don't know where she came from. She came from behind me after I already checked everything. But she came. Ugh. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I have another kitty. That's why I was calling her. I was not calling the sitting kitty. Moxie would not come if I was dying. The little black lady at group therapy said I was really good with words. I've been glowing with my philosophical bullshit since. No, it was really angsty and cringy, honestly. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Cookie Joe? I literally don't know, actually. Because, like, this is the room, right? The places where the cat... She might have been under something. Maybe you guys saw her and can shed some light. Maybe she was under the couch or the table. But I, like, tried to go to another room to see what was up. And then I just turn around. She's standing behind me, like, what's up? You called? Yes, I called. 2 minutes ago. You took too long. Also, don't eat my hair. She had her hair stuck in my mouth. My hair stuck in her mouth. Evoker, thank you for the follow. Cookie's the one that loves me. Moxie, are you jealous? Moxie's just here. She's like, Moxie's like, you give me blankets, I tolerate you. I'll give you a vigorous massage once we finish here with the whip. Oh boy. Oh boy. When I looked across the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Lace. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic Ami was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. I successfully spent an hour figuring out what to eat and settling with a bagel with almost no cream cheese. I had to follow for Cookie. This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory. Putting together such facts was nothing. You should know that, Miles. I'm gonna teach you just that. Okay, this one I'm not as sure about, actually. Cookie's still over here, you can't see her. But she's making me better butt. Sword's already in place. Victim bleeding? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I saw any blood, not then. Morphine was acting as a plug in the wound. You actually see the instant in which the victim was stabbed. I didn't actually see the stab. I'm thinking for all I'm worth. Then why are you lying? Why are you fucking lying? Sword's already in her body. Testimony supports your theory. The victim was stabbed in her room, then dropped into the courtyard. I think this proves it rather well. I mean, Iris, like, leaped out of the back, too. You're saying you saw the victim's blood? Some splattered onto Iris. But sitting in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner. What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well? Damn, son. Quite conclusive to me. Press further, we never stop. That is cap, Your Honor. In your statement, you said you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed, but now you say you saw the victim bleeding? Say what I saw and what? I basically didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pulled the sword out of her, plain as day. Pulled it out of her and then put it in Ami's hand and then like re-stabbed her with it. Like the sword was in the lady. More like it came out. And my picture shows that it's still in her. It was smoothly drawn out. Smoothly, you say. Something happened right next to the golden statue of Mystic Ami. Brown Iris was stooped over her. The sword was buried up to the hilt. That's impressive and awful. With the shape of that sword, stabbing it all the way to the hilt is just ripping apart your insides. And that gaping wound. What games do you normally play? You can check the schedule, it is updated. Tomorrow was going to be TFT with Akuma and maybe someone else will stop by to like join the group. But then Thursday will be Genshin, and then Saturday morning for me is Monster Hunter Rise. And then Sunday night will be D&D. Monday we'll go back to Temtem, which I'm almost finished with. And then Tuesday we'll be back with Phoenix Wright. I feel like getting stabbed isn't a good experience. I'd rather finish me off anyways. I guess, but you're gonna be like almost stabbed repeatedly by little knives all at one time. Solid variety. Temtem Nuzlocke one. We're not doing Temtem Nuzlocke. The point Akuma made was very valid. Temtems die so easily. So easily. So in case, can't help but feel that something is out of place. Something which couldn't possibly have happened appears to have happened. Whoa! Did not mean to click that. My cat stepped on my hand. Oh, are you coming to sit next to me, baby? It's really drawn out. Good. Why would it be pulled out and then returned back in? It's a lot of... Is it this? And it's only bloody to the tip. It's not bloody to the hilt. I'll present the sword. I think the idea is it's not bloody to the hilt. But still, getting stabbed by that. Jesus. Gonna have some lunch, but we'll lurk. Alright, sounds good. This max level comp, train a team from level 1 each area, you're golden. Backseat gamer. You haven't alert command. You can check the command. I have quite a few commands. You can check it.
Objection!
Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so, but there are too many contradictions here. You make it sound like I'm a liar, but you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. In the scene the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of those are complete impossibilities. I mean, that sword is wild. It'd be so hard to get out of someone. Do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that. Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble? But I can crush men under my heel and make them leap, so I should choose. Should I so choose? There we go. I mean, it's crushing someone under a heel under 1 point is pretty easy. Cat fact. A single pair of cats and their offspring could produce a staggering total of 420,000 kittens. Goddamn. Whoops, a little back there, must admit. 420, the weed number. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt. Look at the branches, it wouldn't have come out smoothly. We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. When a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. It wouldn't be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding. It's nothing more than conjecture. Step the Shishido may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may sometimes stop the blood loss. It's still not bloody up to the hilt. I'm not finished. There's still one conclusive contradiction. If the sword was really thrust all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it? If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword. Bravo, Miles Edgeworth, raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could have maybe managed one, if that. The only important one was the blood. What does that all mean? Having come this far, there can only be one answer. The weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shichishido. What? Foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy, foolish fool. What was it that made us think the sword was the murder weapon? Because Mystic Ami was holding it. Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. Because it influenced us to believe that the Shishido was the murder weapon. She was stabbed before she fell. Woo, it's Blonde Judge! Did you write that fool line, angsty AF? It changes nothing, Miles. Sister saw everything. And it stabbed the victim with a sword-like object. What object? I'd like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. Where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found. That's the question, Miss Von Karma. No evidence of that kind was found. Another mystery to throw onto the pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast. Can I say something? I just remembered something, actually. I was just thinking it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was just over there. It was just over there? What? The murder weapon, maybe... I think I might know where this sword was disposed of. I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister. Gotta feed stray RQ? Real quick. The murder, I don't know. Out to the main gate. The tracks indicating the snowmobile had used. 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. The river and came back while I was knocked out. You can drive a snowmobile after all. Snowmobile was used, I did notice. But that's all guessing. Yes, they're tracks, but like she's just guessing that that's what happened, right? She didn't see anything. Go to the bridge. And freeze over. About the time? Strong sense of responsibility at this time of year. That was freezing water at the time. I take it easy in the bath night, could I? 11, I started to leave the Sakura Temple. Your sister. After asking that it would be reported, I went to the main gate.
Hold it!
One who trampled me. Bridge. I'd forgotten at home, apparently. The naive boy. Really scared, it took me a while for me to get back. The main gate for a spell.
Hold it!
Automobile outside the main gate when I visited. Only one we have. No matter how much snow falls. Park in front of the gate. Ah, press it. It's still warm? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, heat its engine. If it's still warm, it was recently used. Now that you mention it. Now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it. There's there's so much like, now that you mention it, let me add that in. After you already gave me the answer. There wasn't any snow on it, curses.
Hold it!
I like how they do lead back into the sequence. Give yourself some walking. A month ago. I fetched some water and was heading back when I went and crashed into a tree. Hitting my back with a crunch just like that. Crunch. Eee. Haven't been able to find the courage to write anything since then.
Hold it!
Oh, I decided somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes. That's not possible though. Wright found her. Like right away. It's possible to get to the bridge and back in 10 minutes using a snowmobile.
Hold it!
Well, it would have been possible time-wise. It remains out of place. Why did the killer do all of this? Why go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods? And it could have done this. Within a river. We don't know! Was there any reason to go and throw the murder weapon away? So it's why you throw away the murder weapon. Let's see what it is. Is there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Nothing's saying. There's nothing saying, right? Yeah. The footprints. Those would have been right? Running out? The footprints are under snowmobile. The footprints are from Wright. Wait, let me save. The footprints would have been from Wright, which means whoever took the snowmobile took it out after. I made this photograph prove something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder. However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks? What do you mean? That's not even why I thought of it. I thought it was anything. Threw the weapon into the river and then returned. If this is the case, naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. One from heading out to the bridge and those from coming back. You're right. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. There's footprints. Maybe we just return to next one. There is a contradiction. There's still footprints from before. The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible. Would you care to explain why there is a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction? The evidence will do all the talking for me. The killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge in order to dispose of the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by snow. Or so claims Miss Von Karma. Present your evidence to contrary. Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow.
Take that!
Here's the evidence. What do you have to say, Your Honor? What? I'm gonna load just because it's faster. Oh, no, it's not faster. Damn it! Should've just taken the hit.
Objection!
I know, it's the weather report. contradiction. Snowed till 10:50. Snow was not falling at the time of the murder.
Take that!
Witness, please tell us again what time it was you witnessed the crime. Like I said, it was around 11. Of course, this means the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. The weather report: snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up. Very well then, it looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. I'm guessing the person that drove it back would have been, Larry. Probably used it to get to the whatever place. Too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. It's correct? Answer me this then. When is the weather report ever correct? After the fact? This isn't a forecast, this is actual data. Forecast data, all weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may still have been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m. It's true, we cannot be totally sure. How did she pull that off? If it had stopped snowing at the Sakura Temple when the murder took place. We need to provide conclusive evidence of this. Very well, I too cannot allow doubt to remain concerning this testimony. Where is your evidence that it had already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? I mean, the victim, I could just show the victim, right? She has no snow on her. There's snow on everything else, there's no snow on her.
Take that!
Ultimately, it all comes down to one point, that being whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed. That's right, but proving that is incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow, with just one exception. And that is, you can see, the victim herself. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple, it had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph there should be 2 sets of tracks. I like how I was not right with why that photo was the answer, but it was still the answer. Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. When the tracks left, it can be understood they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing. The tracks were erased by the snow. And when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained. Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does, sister? There's only one key for the snowmobile. We know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder, which can only mean that night Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple. But Iris said that she never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance. The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge, so she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot. That sounds right, but what's odd is when I left Iris and returned to the Hazakura Temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge. You must have just failed to see it, sister. Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. Snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too. Are you winning? I'm doing okay for now. That it isn't possible. You missed me sounding like a genius, although I was kind of wrong. What does all this mean? And what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been there, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. It wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in the photo. All I know is, after it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. Learned all we can from this witness. Everything I know, but then that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness, who could testify to having seen the snowmobile. Was there no one out walking perhaps near the Dusky Bridge on that night? I heard you had the right picture for the wrong reason, just a master detective work. Yeah, well, because I saw the footprints being covered by the skiing prints, so they were, I thought they were after Wright left. After the murder. But I don't fucking know. Because it wouldn't make sense for Larry to go after she left, because he was meaning to meet her at 10. I really like the part where Edward says he doesn't know why, but it's the only conclusion that makes sense. What a goated lawyer. I think they're trying to make him a little OP, right? Like, when he gets something, he's just like, and I found out 3 contradictions. Like, he keeps going, whereas, like, Phoenix is like, it's this. And, like, still does kind of explain it. But they try, it feels like they're making Edgeworth intentionally sound even more, like, knowledgeable. Call them to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that. Unless they had something really important to do. That's a shame. Hold on, something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out at that subarctic night. Actually, we just might have one individual who may be of help to us. We know an idiot! Edgeworth ain't shit. There's a reason why everyone talks about Ace. I mean, they talk about Ace, though. You're talking about, like, the first game, right? Because it's Edgeworth. Edgeworth's the best. 2 things about him that do come to mind. We saw something incredible on the night of the murder. And the second being, went wandering outside that cold night. In other words, he's our kind of idiot. Who is this idiot you're talking about? It's Larry Butts. This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc Deladuc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting. Disciple of the victim, her student, interesting. I like this one Carmelady, and that she has a whip in a freaking courtroom. I like her less than Edgeworth. I liked Edgeworth more. And I like Godot. She's like too one note with the whip. I could tell them all about his designs for Iris. It may cost us his credibility as witness before I even call him. Artist, he was perhaps searching for something in the snow scenery that would move him. I cannot guarantee that this is the reason. What exactly was that he saw? I don't fucking know. Snowmobile? I tend to extract that from him right here in the courtroom. Seems like a cunt. But the badassness of bringing a whip to a courtroom for justice. Summon this youth! I have no choice, do I? I believe he's in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him. You may have escaped yesterday, but today I'm getting everything out of you. 20-minute break. Understood, Your Honor. Court is now in recess. Alright. We're hitting that we fully smashed that 3-hour mark. So I do need to wind down and go to sleep. I do not have to do the Oh, no. I luckily do not have to do the ridiculous schedule I've had to do 3 weeks, which means I can sleep. So I'm excited for that. I'm going to rest very well. The YouTube actually didn't realize that my scheduling had run out for the past few days, so I did update that. I have videos scheduled till like mid-February now to come out, so that should keep getting updated if you want to see old streams there. We are getting finally close to the end of 2021 in the time of the VODs. We're getting close to me moving here, which I've lived here for like over 1.5 years now, so we still got like 1.5 years of streams basically to catch up on still, so that's gonna be fun. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow with Temtem with Akuma, and maybe someone else will stop and join to play. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much to everyone that came and hung out. I'll drop the Discord, of course. I think there will be another trial after this one, because even though it looks like it's the last one, there has to be, right? You can't end the last trial with not Phoenix. But they set this one up like it's the culmination. Temtem's gonna be Monday. We're almost finished with Temtem. Almost finished with this game. So we're gonna be starting some new games soon on the channel. That's gonna be fun. One of them is definitely gonna be Cyber Sleuths, and then the second one we will find out. Still have to decide. But yes, thank you so much to everyone that came and hung out. If it is morning for you, good morning. If it is night, good night. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!